Okay, we're recording now.
Okay. Like when I used to stay in Malahleni, there was Milbeck FM. What was it called? Yeah, but it's based in Milbeck, you know? So I went there, became a motivational speaker. I would do morning shows from 6 to 6. So yeah, that's where I would do my interview. So mostly to local radio stations, then in churches and stuff. Yeah. So that's what I was saying to you. If you want us to do this, it must be in a conversation kind of.
Okay. So tell me about the time in Jerenge. Pitor, yes.
Yo, for me, Pitora is busy, guys. Pitora is busy, cool. Yo, like compared to where I come from.
Yeah.
I'm actually not where 8, that's why I grew up there.
1632.
1632, yeah.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Interviews. So most of my life really in that sense, because in the school I was a Joburg, my high school Joburg. But it isn't as busy as Pretoria is, according to me. Yo guys, Pretoria, since I got here, a lot changed.
What has changed?
Like, I mean, I've done things I never thought I would ever do, because it was abantu that I meet, I don't really check abantu abanjani.
Well, what do you mean about that you meet?
I like, for example, as I'm saying, like Pretoria.
Oh, okay.
I want to have people around me. I want to socialize, and I don't know these people. Like, for example, I don't know what kind of a person you are. You know what I'm saying? Then before I know it, I'm going to work with you in some things I never thought I would ever do.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What's the most dangerous thing you've been involved in since you got?
I got arrested and driving. And then got into a car accident.
Drinking and
driving. Yeah, when
we are.
Hey, no, the first one.
How can how many are they?
Twice.
When we have.
No. Actually, the first one we got stopped. I was in the one driving. The second one, I was in the one driving as well. Yes.
You are what type of a person, eh?
That's the thing with me. I always knew, if I'm going to drink, I am not going to drive. I'm going to leave my car behind. And I'd always suggest, guys, let's ask us at 50 rand. We Uber together. It's easy. If we Uber to leave the car. We're saving on petrol. We're saving our lives too. So, Baba, in Dogut, I'm meeting people who don't mind doing those things. Then we get arrested. Then there was an accident. And I think after that accident, I realized that these people are playing too rough for me.
Okay.
And so I've become more of a low. Maranje, it is.
And then, Uti, you're a motivational speaker?
I'm a life coach and a therapist.
Oh, life coach. Tell us about that. How does it work? Like,
life coaching is really about, okay, now what I do, I assist you to reach your goals. So you come into my session, in my session room, and then as we sit, what I try to establish is what is it that you really want.
Okay.
From what you think you want. Also, we look at your priorities. If there's a problem you really have been dealing with, we are able to develop solutions and options for you.
Okay.
But what you find in coaching is all answers come from the client.
The client come with the answers.
Yes, during a coaching session. The only thing I can do as a coach is to come up with questions that will trigger those solutions out of you.
Okay.
Yes, and sort of give you perspective.
Yeah.
Into what you are dealing with. You know, say your goal is to really work on your finances. Only you would know where the solutions to your finances are. Through me asking you relevant, triggering questions that will make you think deeper in a much more clearer way.
So, like, what are most people struggling with, especially the youth? Like, what are we struggling with the most? Or let me just say, your clients, people, what are they most struggling with? Like, what's the number one thing?
I mean, the number one thing right now, and I guess most mental health workers and life coaches are dealing with it, issue of mental health. That's what we are dealing with. You know,
The most,
issue of suicide. Ikakhulukazi among men, amadoda, you know.
But we guys go through a lot, ne?
Yeah, men go through a lot. That's the reality. Men go through a lot. That's the reality. Men don't go, because if you ask yourself, why are the stats of suicide very high among men than versus
amantombazana?
Hey, you know why? And this is my
Girls are a problem.
They are not a problem. It's the thing which men were taught not to talk. If you express yourself in tears, if you express yourself by being angry, you are too dramatic, or they associate that with being weak. What you then do, you hold on.
Yeah, but like I'm crying because the girl has done this, has broke my heart.
But what I'm saying to you is, the system has taught you as a man, you cannot cry because you're a man, and you cannot not allow a woman to make you cry. So it's like, as Munna, when you express your feelings of weakness, feelings of vulnerability, they then say you are weak. You are not a man enough.
That's true.
It's something that we've learned in the culture over the years. You know, so men still need to unlearn that. It's not true. Me crying actually is a sign of either joy or me expressing. But at one point, a man needs to express themselves. Don't hold on to things saying "Ngindod." If you know you are broke, there's no money, don't lie to that woman and say you take it out and you pay the bill.
But
don't lie.
Leave me.
No.
She will leave me.
But you see now, why about you? You are thinking of her, is she thinking about you? Because who's thinking about you in that situation? It's good that you're thinking about her, it's a good quality. But now, who is thinking about you in that situation? Then what then happens, you lose yourself in the process while she gets whatever she wants. Tomorrow she leaves you for the same reasons. Probably she's found someone else that can do more. Then you are the angry man now, because you feel like she owes me. I used all the money that I was left. She owes me. Then what do you then become a violent man? Then what do we have in the country? Gender-based violence. So it goes a long way. It goes a long way. It's really about, as a man, it's okay to say angna man. Don't lie. Don't put yourself in debts. That's the other problem we are trying to assist as life coaches. The issue of money, financial coaching. Most people are in denial. You find a person living beyond their salary. You know this is how much you can afford.
You can afford, yeah.
But what are your priorities? Your priorities can't first be in the streets. You have a family, you have plans. What about your plans as a man? You know. So those are some of the issues that come up during our coaching sessions. Is that then result to mental illness. That then result to depression, result to anxiety and the likes.
So like, what about girls? What do girls go through? I hear now the issue of mental health and guys, the way we guys are struggling and but what are women, amantombazana, struggling with?
In most cases, what I've dealt with among women is the issue of acceptance. And it's more or less the same thing. What has come up in most cases is the issue of being able to accept my body. Say, for example, maybe I'm chubby, maybe it's slender. What that thing does, it can also cause mental illnesses, because if you've not accepted yourself, what then happens? No one is going to accept you out there. Like, but you should treat you the way that you treat yourself. You know, which is what makes most women fight so hard to fit in by being artificial. You find a person is not really into makeup and long
hair
and stuff, but now they end up there because that is what they are seeing happening out there. So it's more about,
is it because of social media? Does social media play a role?
A huge major role. Social media, it plays a huge major role. Like, it plays, that one. Social media plays a huge role. You go into social media, you are seeing couples all happy, all bubbly. You're seeing someone always posting in expensive cars, people posting in hotels, in restaurants, in flights. But now we don't really know what's happening behind that. What do they have to go through to end that? Are they happy? did they not lose themselves in the process of trying to please? Because there are people who are not living for themselves, but they're living for the media.
Yeah, that's true. For the gram, yeah.
Likes. To a point where when a person posts, they can't sleep. They must check how many likes do I have now. And if it's less likes than the previous month, it's a problem for her. No one wants me. But now understand, Uguti, people are not going to want you first because you don't want yourself. It starts from within. So the greatest work.
That's true.
So now what I've always said, like with most of my female coaches, first of all, the makeup that you do, it's for me a sign of, or I would say, apply the same makeup in the inside of you, in your heart. The same things you do on the outside, apply them in your heart. If you think you need to change the size of your body, maybe change the size of your heart. Become more loving towards yourself. Become more forgiving towards yourself. Become more accepting towards yourself. Don't resist the person that you are. So the greatest work is not on the outside, but the greatest work is on the inside.
Inside, yeah.
Yes. Which is what we then find as I'm giving you a response now. Females, really, that is their biggest problem. And also, Dabayahuri, is he the one? Because I'm seeing red flags.
Oh,
another thing that comes up, it's that one. A person says, "Man, Bengbona, yes, but I just wasn't sure."
The signs were there, then I stayed.
Should I stay? Should I go? He's done this for me. What if he's the one for me? What if I won't get? You know what I'm saying?
So couples as well, do they come to you as well?
They do come to me, but I don't do relationship. I do individual coaching.
Older people, what about older people? Abu Mama Bit. Are they struggling with something, or you don't see?
I don't see abantu abadala for now, but mawuthi umuntu omdala, how old is that?
Maybe 40, like a parent, like 40, 50.
In most cases,
maybe he's going through something.
It's parents that want guidance on how to assist their children back at home. Because you find a parent comes and says, "I don't have time for my son. Come talk to my son." So in my coaching work, I have a problem. I'm in a program called Talk to My Son.
Okay, tell us about that.
Where a parent says, "Tulani, I don't have time to spend much time, time to understand my son fully because maybe I have a busy career. Or maybe my son is busy doing XYZ. I suspect he might be into drugs. But now I'm not able to find all the information because he just pushes me away, or for whatever reasons. You know how relationships are between parents and kids.
Yeah, that's true.
So that program is called Talk to My Son or Talk to My Teen. It's called Talk to My Teen.
That's a beautiful program.
So there I just sit and I talk to a teen just to fully understand what's happening there. Are there any emotional traumas that must be dealt with?
Yeah.
Sometimes you find it's the way that a mother talks to their child. The way a parent talks to their child. That a child cannot open up. They don't feel safe. Maybe at the home that parents address these issues. When I also call my drugs, how can I open up if already you are upset? Even before you know the truth. So Talk to My Teen program comes in there. I've been trying. The grades at school have dropped. I suspect there might be something else. Then I come in there and I assist. I just talk to your teen, get the background, try to understand. I mean, I was a teen before, and I'm not that old, so I was a teen before, and I understand these challenges that come with being a teen. I was a teen before, did my own mistakes, and that is why I'm so passionate about Talk to My Teen program.
That's a beautiful program. That I feel like because I know a couple of people who are currently struggling with their kids, and then as parents now, especially parents, they can't control the kids, bamanje, compared to Tina, the way school is saying, you understand? So there's like a gap somewhere, somehow. I feel like that's a beautiful program.
So in most cases, if parents come to my counseling sessions or coaching sessions, that is what we'll be addressing. Or a parent will be saying, "What can I do?" Or maybe I want to begin talking about these issues with my child. or I'm not sure whether he or she should go to rest because of these issues that have risen, and the likes.
Oh,
Yeah.
shucks.
So I can even assist parents evaluate if rest is safe for them or not. If it is the time for them to go to rest or not.
Ish.
I don't make any judgment, but we just do obviously that evaluation by talking to it and really finding out where their true priorities are. Because there are people who go to varsity not knowing, or there are those who are actually running away from home, not because they want to go and study. They won't and then they drop out.
They just want to run away from home.
They just want to be away from home. As long as I'm out of home, because there's too many rules, there's too many that. So those are things we try and establish. Is this the course you want to do, or you're doing it so you can be out of home, or you're doing it because of pressure?
Nah.
Because now being a doctor is a status. Because being a lawyer, saying LLB or medical doctor is not a status, you know. But it's really something that you want to do. Because you don't want to waste your life and your time only to find 10 years of your employment in that hospital. You are bored, you are miserable. Each and every day you are going to the hospital. Patients need you, but you are miserable because it's not what you want to do. There's no
That's
passion
true,
there.
yeah.
So
that's what Pastor said about nurses.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what
And that's why Bonesi Barras. Because they needed work, not because it's something.
It's something that they, yeah.
Abanye there, and I'm not saying wrong things about nurses, but I think it's important, man, guys. Check, and this is where the talk to my team problem comes in, to avoid such things, so that we have better nurses tomorrow. We have better doctors, better lawyers, people who are lawyers who are in these professions because they want to be in these professions.
Sure, yo. So like this thing, your life coach, is it your passion? Or you are doing it because of this money there?
Life coaching is my passion. Life coaching is my passion. It's been I have love for humanity. I love people. I
feel like it's more like a calling, a life coach.
You have to love people.
Yeah.
Don't do it because it's a status. Like coaches right now are on the rise and there's money there.
How much do you charge per client?
Because no, it just depends what it is we are dealing with. And remember, within my coaching sessions, I also do hypnosis. So we look at first
hypnosis.
Yeah. So the first sessions, I will not get into that now. So the first session will be the briefing session where I get to understand. That we do for free. But if it's an intense matter already, we can do a briefing session at a cost of $350 before we get to the actual coaching program that I'll then develop after the briefing session.
Yeah, but like, what if I wanna come? But I must know how much do you charge?
The standard price is $650. That's my standard price. $650 per session per hour.
Oh.
Yes, that's my standard price. Because I do actually have walk-ins. People who just.
How many clients do you see per day?
Hey, right now it's the end of the year, but generally I see about 4 to 5 clients per day.
Yo, 650 times 5. Calculate. Yo, you must be making money.
But I need to pay staff for Amit. There's things to pay.
Like what?
What do you mean?
Stuff. What stuff do you pay?
Business stuff. Wow,
but
business stuff.
People came to see you. Are you gonna refer me to
business stuff, Baba? And there's a lot of work that goes into preparing for, because you want to give your people quality. In fact, my prices should be going up. When you check other coaches out there, they charge for the same services that I give $950 to $1,500 per hour. So basically, this is my startup price.
Yeah. Yo. Okay. So your friends, they benefit a lot from being your friend, being around you. Because like as a friend of mine,
I'm not their coach, I'm their friend, and I tell them straight up, I'm not.
No, but if
you have a big problem, you wanna talk to me about, let's set up an appointment.
No, but like
I respect my profession.
No, but even your partner. I mean, like I can't be. If I'm chilling, I'm like, baby, I'm not sure about my career, and then when you can be like, no, listen, with your career, you need to, you understand? But when we are chilling.
But you know another thing, people who are in that industry, whether they are either therapist or coaching, for some reason they tend to get the opposite.
With
I don't know why.
What do you
Maybe
mean?
one day I'll find out.
What do you mean get the opposite?
As someone who is a life coach and who's capable of maybe understanding life or thinking deep before getting into decisions, I just get someone who's toxic. Someone who does the opposite.
You're acting like a partner.
In relationships. It's always the opposite. Always the opposite. You want with Lord, why? What have I done?
What happened? Okay.
It becomes a black and white and not a black and black.
And then you can't help this person. You're like, I've been trying.
Not because when you begin to try and be like, no, but I think we should talk about it. You know, maybe it would make sense for both of us. It's okay even if we don't agree, but we still love each other.
Yeah.
We're like, you are not my coach. You're my boyfriend.
Don't come here with your life coach. What?
There, not here. You know, so now I've gone to a point where I'm like, I'm not your coach, I'm your friend.
But you don't recommend them to.
I've recommended a lot of my friends actually to people I know are doing the same way.
Oh.
Yeah, people I'm in the line of work with, people I went to school with.
You?
Yeah.
And then your partner, what does he do?
My partner is a chef by profession.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a chef. Nala ngiyakhona ngiyodla kamnandi.
How long have you guys been together?
Do you wanna know? 13 years. Surprise. It's been 13 years.
13 years.
Yes, 13 years.
Thina umjolo uyasinyisa when are you like 13 years?
Uyasinyisa nathi.
On 13 years relationship.
On and off angithi. Angicabanye bayabaleka on and off. Mina ngiyabaleka mbushi.
Oh, it's been like on and off. Oh, okay.
So we are counting those years as well.
Why are you counting them?
Let's count. Because we still loved each other, but we were far apart.
What was your biggest fight? What did you guys were fighting about?
I think the biggest thing was distance. He's always been a Devon person. Always. It's been tough. So in distance you see each other twice. It becomes a problem because
hey, man,
you want affection, you want to talk, you want to be held, you want, and there are just more moments when you feel lonely, guys. You can't always be with friends. Your friends are with partners. When I always he's in Durban. You're always alone.
But it seems like you're making more money. Why don't you ask him to come this side and get a gig this side?
He is not comfortable with that.
With you taking care of him? Why?
I don't want to take care of him as well.
Why don't you want to take care of him?
Why must I take care of him?
Not like not for like wire kumba fire. Like maybe like for like until he finds something. Maybe until maybe.
For how long though? I can't take that risk, guys.
What do you mean? Don't you think he will do the same for you?
You know, such things you must calculate. These are human beings. And do you know what human beings are capable of?
No.
They're capable of good and bad.
That's true.
Exactly. And you must know that and love a person knowingly and calculate your moves and your steps in the relationship.
So you wouldn't do that. You don't even advise people to do that. Like I'm like
you calculate your risks and you must know the bad and the good of this person.
Okay, worst decision you ever taken? Not on this partner, like in general, in a relationship, and then you were like, yo, shucks. Hey, I didn't see that one coming. Or being inside.
By staying with a person.
What?
That was the biggest mistake of my life. By staying with a person in 3 months of a relationship. I regret it.
Why? What was happening?
I regret it because yes, it's things like that. Calculate.
But don't you think as a life coach, ne? I think maybe people they're like, Tulani, you must be perfect. Like Tulani.
That's the problem, guys. That one. And now I can't even drink.
Yeah, because when you drink, you're like, how?
People can't find
life
me drunk
coach.
People can't find me drunk and working. Why?
Because you're a life coach.
No, I have a life. I have a life. Why not?
Drunk, I'm like,
why
how?
Not?
Life coach, but I'm going through.
No,
But but that is a life coach.
Zwile audience ngaka Max sasa in Durban. How? Angeke we have a life as well.
But you must stay. Don't like do it heavy.
So what must I do?
Has it ever happened like you being in a club and then you
Many times.
you saw your come across your client?
One of them even cancelled their contract because of that. Because I told them, my sister, you can go ahead and cancel the contract.
Why was she cancelling?
If we are both here drinking, it means we are all going. So what's the point of her coming to me? You're alright. See what you
So now you're going through.
I have my own life coach. I have my own therapist. I go to a life coach too. I go to a therapist too for my own things.
So like do you think each and every person must have a life coach? Or if you are
every person must have a life coach. Every person must have a life coach. Maybe not a life coach for others, but you need to have a coach of some sort, whether it be a business coach, career coach, whatever. But as a person who dreams, you need to have a coach, because you won't just see Indlela, and not that a coach knows Indlela, but a coach is able to trigger you to see Indlela. You know, as I've said, mine is to ask you questions, deep questions. Now, maybe you can come to me and say, you want to start a business, Yama truck, or I don't know, whatever it is. Then I ask you a question, are you sure?
Oh, okay. So like,
when I ask you questions like, are you sure? What makes you think? Then I allow you to imagine yourself running that business. What's coming to mind? Is it feelings of happiness, or is it feelings of happiness about money? Then which one is it that you want to be committed to, money, or then what happens if money does not come anymore? Would you stick around? So those are kind of questions a coach is supposed to ask you, so that you begin to say, good, no man, I was not seeing beyond. Yeah, but I just wanted money, but now in the long run I won't be happy.
Oh, but you must, like, the way you talk, you are so calm, ne? Like you know, like you make a person to be calm and think and
you have to be comfortable. You have to be comfortable.
Ne?
And you have to control the atmosphere. A person should be able to talk.
Or to hear what was going on.
No, for them to be able to open up and talk.
So how, because we are here already, how do people find you?
People can find me. In fact, let me give my WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
07259679888. And then I am also on, I'm not so active on other socials, but here via email is thbmulife44@gmail.com.
And social media? Why are you not active?
Social media, I do have Facebook. It's Tulane Mulife. No, it's just Tulane Mulife on Facebook and Instagram.
Are you active on socials?
Instagram not much. Facebook, yes, on and off I am. Because my thing is, I'm just trying to integrate the entire product. Doing brand activation now. So I'm trying to integrate the entire branding, so that when I post on one social, it speaks to each other. It's not here I'm talking about this, there I'm talking about this. I'm trying to keep up with consistency. Yeah, so at one point I will be active.
I have a social media marketing company, so maybe
we should talk.
One day when you need someone to do all your socials, media posting, doing branding, all of that, we can talk. But this was great, man. Like, I feel like this is the most amazing interview that I ever done. And then I feel like this type of life coach, especially Tina Abutak, we don't understand the life coaching thing and how does it work. Yeah, bro.
Because yes, with life coach allows you to avoid mistakes. Okay, my thing is, you don't always have to learn by mistakes.
Ne?
Yeah, you don't always have to learn by mistakes. That's what I've always said. You don't always have to learn by mistakes. A life coach is also there for that. Not that you won't make mistakes, but not all mistakes deserve you. You don't deserve all these things that you're going through now.
Yeah.
You know, some of them can be fixed in 2 months. yet you're thinking you require 2 years.
Mm.
Some of these things can be sorted out in 3 years. I mean, in 3 months. Others in 3 days. Can be a matter of connections that you are not using. People always have resources for what they dream of. We always have resources for our goals. But now you may not see them until someone comes and make you aware that you actually have the resources and the answers that you want. You actually don't need to wait for a year. Sometimes a life coach can make you realize that you are not born for work, to be unemployed. You are born to be an employer. You are not born to follow, but to lead. It's things like that. Because some people are stuck in looking for work. Places they don't even belong to.
No, hey, my man, I'm gonna book you. I think I need a life coach. Yes.
We'll talk,
Yeah, thanks,
sure.
my man. Sharp. Another episode of Dish Out Podcast with your boy, the champ, the untouchable Ntwana Yasekaslako. Ntwana yenu Punyaka Mampete. Thank you, man. Like, thank you. Truly appreciated you guys joining in. I didn't do my intro because the guy was in a hurry. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Guys, subscribe to my channel, guys. We're growing here. Yeah, but we're growing here. Subscribe, like, and share. Ntwana yenu